Thank you. We are live. Well, we're not live. We're recording. That was the little record on my Bob thing and whatnot. Hey, if you've not been here before, hi, my name is Nicole. My friends call me Coley. I'm the Mormon Shaman. This is what am I do? Because I've been kicking in the kitchen, and I was cooking live in my Facebook group, the Yin Yang Kitchen, that my twin sister and I started together in 2020 as kind of a way to share a few of the things that we were doing with our family. I was one of an 8-person household during the pandemic, and because I was doing small group presentations and sales, I readily accepted the position as like de facto caregiver for my then 7-year-old niece and autistic adult niece that were at the house. But honestly, my sister Mia did so much of the work with her. Like, I just kind of held back and waited till she asked me for help, or I was there to help whenever I could. But like, yeah, she just made it all look so easy. But she asked for the help that she needed. I'm looking for some music here, so I appreciate YouTube. They have this lovely like my mix type of thing that has a nice
project. But what in the world do I want in here?
Some little different music and whatnot. A few things that I do like. This commercial is gonna play. So what I made today was rice. This is rice. This is vegan. I was going to adulterate it with some cream of mushroom soup, but then I decided that I was going to like leave it vegan. It is shredded cabbage. It is rice. And I also took some of my turmeric and ginger solids from making my fasting shot of turmeric, black pepper, and ginger. Sliced them up, boiled them like a tea, let them sit. Then I strained it out and I blended the solids. And I have like that fiber, and I blended that with some oil and fried my rice with it. And then I added water, tomato sauce, and shredded cabbage on top to kind of. And I just put the shredded cabbage on top last so that the rice could kind of steam the cabbage as opposed to like cooking it in with the cabbage. I think if I make it again, I'll probably mix it all in there together because my rice turned out like really thick. Okay. And this has a very like distinct turmeric and ginger flavor. I think it has enough salt from the tomato sauce, and I did add salt in the rice. Okay. I have an enormous pot of this, so and I'm preparing to do readings tomorrow, the 20th of May, 2023, at Eclectic by Nature in Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm going to include that information in the description. If you've ever been there, like, comment down below, let me know. I think it's great shop. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out, like, I think it probably could use like a little bit more salt. I try to be very aware of like whatever sugar I'm adding to food, particularly when I open a can of something up, because I just never know how much sugar is coating my vegetables or mixed in the sauce, because this was tomato sauce. If I really want to like thug it out, I would have done with some tomato paste. But this worked out well. It's good. I've been wanting to add more turmeric to my diet because turmeric is an anti-inflammatory, or so I'm told. And since I've been a lot more physically active of late, my body has been telling me that I need to put some food in it that's going to help it. So rather than complain about my butt being sore, my knees being sore, I'm letting my food be my medicine. I'm giving myself the opportunity to take proper rest. And enjoying my food. So I have been doing this Conscious Business Accelerator for the last, this is Friday, 5 days or so. It started on Monday, and I'm telling you, I am inspired. Like, there are so many amazing people in this group with like such wonderful like gifts and talents. And I think that one of the things that we all have in common is this bullshit perception of lack. And I'm like, I see abundance everywhere, but within myself. And that's one of the things that was really like hit home. Boy, like yesterday, it was Thursday, there was a somatic breathing exercise. Oh man, that thing was powerful. I was crying, screaming, laughing. I threw up. I pissed myself. And I felt like completely exhausted afterwards. And I just kind of spent the rest of the day in that state of exhaustion rather than like taking a nap. Because I really wanted to feel those feelings. Because it brought them like to the forefront. And a huge thing for me has been dealing with extreme emotions. Like, I can deal with somebody else's extreme emotions very well. I will not be the second screamer. If you're screaming, I'm listening. Okay, you obviously want to be heard. But, yeah. Just taking the step to get out of my own way and, I honestly believe like it's some form of either autism, ADHD, or OCD. And I feel like anybody that's ever been to jail comes out with OCD because you have to be in a complete state of surrender. When you're around folks that believe in tough love, like, shut up, stop crying. You want something to cry about? I'll give you something to cry about. Who's heard that before? Comment down below. So it's just like, okay, you get to be really have to sit down and be with your feelings and be like, okay, who can I turn to? Who can I turn to? And you turn to God. But if you look for God outside of yourself, you will again be disappointed. I asked somebody when I was a kid, I remember, like, if God is everywhere and sees everything, what if God's within us? No, that can't be it. No. Is that so hard to believe? And then God would choose to come down here and live in these physical bodies and forget to experience the not knowing, so that we can remember the knowing. Wait, hang on a second. I'm about to fall over. Slow down. It's not on here. I'm not quite sure where it is right now, but I found another translation of the Lord's Prayer that I love it. It's so vibrationally accurate, and I think the thing that struck me the most was about having the wisdom to grow and share what each being needs to thrive. That means growing the sense of individual fortitude to know that you can't help everybody, but also having a soft enough heart to help where you can. I feel like there's so much depression because we have been programmed to be disempowered. Because if you're ever searching for stuff to validate you, when you have all the stuff, then you feel lonely. Because you don't have anybody to talk to. Because along the way for success, you forgot to make friends. Or, in my case, out of the desire to be a friend, held on to friends long after they have shown themselves to not be supporters. And that's okay. I can forgive them for that because I don't have to be their priority. I have to be my own priority. And I've said this in my readings several times, like when you start setting a boundary, anyone that has benefited from your lack of a boundary is going to give you some pushback because you have trained them to consistently take advantage of you. And when that stops, it feels like you're being mean. What do you mean? I can't have your time anymore. What do you mean? You won't give me your attention so that I can dump all of my shit on you and make you feel bad because you can't do anything about it, and we'll both be miserable together. Don't do it to yourself. Now, forgiveness can be a brutal act. It seems brutal because you have to stop doing things that no longer serve you so that you can do more things that do serve you. And you really know you're doing it right when somebody calls you selfish, because that person that calls you selfish is probably a person that was benefiting from your lack of a boundary where you now have one, and they're doing their best to manipulate you into complacency and mediocrity so that they can continue to look down on you because they don't want to look up at whatever goal it is. I'm just saying. And I'm so grateful for my twin sister because she helped me understand today that I have been speaking from a victim mentality as far as the narrative. Because I was like, I keep inviting people to come to church with me or whatever, and they don't want to go. And she was like, the narrative, listen to the stories that you tell about your experiences at this church. And I was like, I like the music. I think the pastor is an eloquent speaker. He's got some healing to do, but shit, don't we all? Yes, I've offended folks by acknowledging that I'm non-binary and gender non-conforming, as they speak to vilify shamanism, gender non-conformity, transphobia, homophobia, and whatnot. And it just insults me that they're not speaking of the love aspect. Yeah, love the sinner, hate the sin. What happened to that? It's too scary to look at somebody else that you hate or you feel some type of way about and look at them with compassion. What experiences must they have had where they reject the identity of their body for the one that's in their head or in their heart? And now technology's kind of gotten to the place where you can have a surgery and you can change your gender from male to female. And they're gonna figure out a way to somebody's gonna want to carry a baby. Just watch. I'll figure out how to create some kind of artificial womb situation, and boom. Then what? You're gonna be mad at those babies? Don't get me started on the children. Cause I'm like, now I'm still healing my codependency on the opinion of other people, and yes, I get offended when people lie to me. And I am doing better at holding a person accountable to their individual saying and doings. So, if I make a promise and I feel some type of way because I didn't keep it, I will apologize for it. Do I always? No. Nobody's always anything. You're not going to be happy all the time, and you don't need to be sad all the time either. But there's a certain point at which you're going to have to say, you know what, I'm sick of this shit. Are you there yet? Have you decided that the vision in your head, the goals that you have of a different life, are worth you working on to the exclusion of some bullshit? I used to wonder what my dad used to say about there'll always be another party. I'm like, I want to have parties with a purpose. If we get together, let's do a food drive, let's do a clothing drive, let's do something to help someone other than ourselves, to satisfy our desire, to distract ourselves from our mundane lives of quiet desperation going through a job that we hate. Now, I love my job now. It is crafted perfectly for me because it's being myself. If I had known, like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, it takes as long as it takes. I'm slow as fuck in some areas and fast as fuck in others. But it is what it is. Not everybody's going to appreciate the way that I speak about myself or the way that I coach, and that's fine. There are plenty of them out there, and you will find the one who's going to trigger you just the right way so that you look at yourself and say, okay, I can do this. I can be successful. I am successful. I am whole. I am old. I'm not too old. I'm not too fat. I'm not too young. You're not too anything for God to be able to be used. My twin sister was saying something to me the other day about taking another course and whatnot. I don't know how many she's taken. I'm on my fourth. So don't get it twisted. Like, yeah, I've hopped on the personal development hamster wheel. And my aspiration is to be a coach and an inspirational, motivational teacher. I want to teach people to connect. I do teach people to connect with themselves inside. I want to teach more people. Working on a group coaching program. It's coming. Stay tuned. Teach people about meditation, slowing down, building better habits, about loving on themselves, cutting off some of the things that suck their resources away, their time, energy, time, talent, and treasure. so they can focus on the things that bring them more aliveness. An amazing thing is, when you feel like you are abundantly blessed, you are more generous. Because you understand the flow of money. Money is a tool. Appreciate the tool when you use it. If you ever watch me cut something, you hear me say, "Thank you, knife." I'm appreciating the knife so it doesn't cut me. You ever have a shitty thought trying to work with a knife and damn near cut your fucking finger off? Yeah, the knife hears you. I do not think that I'm going to have a problem finishing this rice. I do need to portion it out, and I've got my containers in the cabinet up there. So I'll definitely get a chance to do that. You want to sit with me? Hang out with me while I do that? Okay. Okay, when you get into a, I remember one time I was in a class and I'm looking at all the other people. I'm like, man, these people are so amazing. I'm not as amazing as these people are. When I stop trying to compare and I have to acknowledge my own competitiveness. Like, okay, alright, I can do this, I can do that. I can do a lot of things. But one thing somebody can't do, they can't be me. Because they have not had the experiences that I have had. They have not had the trauma that I have had. They have had their own trauma. And each trauma deserves compassion. Please don't confuse my passion with judgment. Because yes, I have been harshly judged for failing. Yes, so much. I judge myself. I harshly judge myself for failing. But was I failing though? I was successful at existing. I learned patience. I learned not to take myself too fucking serious. I have learned that every time I embarrass myself for the sake of loving myself, not giving a fuck what anybody else thinks, I give somebody else the permission to do the same thing, not give a fuck what. Like, damn, if she can walk around with that confidence, I can walk around with confidence. If she can speak to people with confidence, I can speak to people with confidence. I've been talking to a camera for 6 years. Not all of the videos that I have done have made it online. This one will. But if you look back in my YouTube, you can see the difference between that version of me and the version of me that there is today. And I've also been learning how to talk in front of people. Why? Because I aspire to speak in front of a large group of people. To transform them with my voice and my word choice and amaze them in so many ways. As Coley the Mormon Shaman, the world's worst battle rapper, I rock my soul delight because I'm so delightful. And when I raise my voice, yeah, it can be frightful. Are you ready to give God the praise? I love going to a Pentecostal church. It is going to be so good on Sunday. I'm doing that. I'm going to a Reiki share in the evening, and then so I'll be done with that in a bit. Know that when you have learned the lesson of loving yourself, it takes time for that bad boy to sink in and to gain some consistency on that. I appreciate my alone time so much. I hold it sacred. To the point where, yes, I will piss you off to leave me alone. I'm learning better now to set boundaries with compassion, because I appreciate and understand that I teach folks not to respect my boundaries by not respecting them myself. Now, as I'm learning to respect my boundaries, and as I'm learning to teach people that there's a boundary here now, I get the beautiful opportunity to exercise that with love when someone wants to cross that boundary. See, it's growing. It's easier said than done at times. It is. But it can be done. When someone so readily says, yeah, oh yeah, that's easier said than done, it's a cop-out. It's like saying I'm trying. I'm learning is more empowering. I'm applying what I learned even more. I'm blessed to apply the wisdom of this circumstance and continue to move forward. Whew. Ooh, so good. Alrighty now. When you are balling on a budget, as it were, and meal prep is important when you can make a lot of food, putting a little bit of this and a little bit of that together. Thank you, water. And I have 4 containers here. They are 2 compartment containers, but they're relatively small. I can put the rice and cabbage in here and then reserve to put something else here, maybe some zucchini. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm just going to put what I can in here, and I'll get another container to put some of the rest in, because I may end up sharing this with someone. One of my acquaintances at the church that I have been attending is coming to my inner child healing on Tuesday, and I was like, she's stacking a trip because she doesn't live in Greensboro, and I'm stacking a trip because I'm inviting other people to come along, and so yeah. Alright, so see, this is one part, and I have this other one ready for whatever else I want to put with this, and that is a nice healthy portion of cabbage and rice. So after the somatic breath exercise yesterday and all of the crying and snotting and whatnot, I'm just I was filled with this immense sense of gratitude for the covering of grace on my life, all of the many blessings that I have as a part of my life experience right now, and the fact that I see like a light at the end of the tunnel. And I remember in a webinar I said, oh yeah, you know, I want to open a business because I want to be able to buy the fancy cheese and I want a hot tub, and that's true, I do. But I asked in the group this week, I was like, okay, wrong answers only. How do you know when you're a complete success? And I was like, wrong answers only. I was like, my cold showers are a choice instead of a broken water heater. Because I don't, who wants to complain? Who wants to hear complaints when you already feel bad? Misery may love company, but I'm just like, okay, let's see what we can do to like shift our perspective a little bit. Like, yeah, I know I kind of feeling, I was being a little tongue-in-cheek about it, but honestly, yeah. Oh, we're doing so good. Okay. I think I was like, I made some rice and I'm gonna just fill this whole container up because it will fit in here. There we go. Alrighty. And now it surely is ugly. It smells really good though. It is not quite. No, this is a full container here. So now I have, thank you, I have prepared and set aside 4 containers, so that food can last me a week. It can last me a little bit longer if I add other food to it, or as I'm observing intermittent fasting and I'm keeping my vibrations relatively high. I'm eating, I did a fruit and nut fast yesterday, so no cooked food. I did have like a shake or something, like a protein drink that I got from the food pantry, and that helped satisfy me a bit. I was concerned a bit about the sugar, but I've just been pounding my water. I had some fresh cucumber today and one of those little cutie oranges, and I have some fresh this is purple sweet potato. You can't quite see it, but stay tuned. You may see that on here. This is something that I wanted to show you. This is from Keek's Treats. I'll put her Instagram in the description. This is a lovely young lady that these are white chocolate dipped grapes. Because grapes themselves have a lot of sugar and it's dipped in white chocolate. The kid is definitely leery to consume these, but I'm going to try one because I said that I would. And I'm like, I know that moderation in daily life allows for periodic excess, so I can have this one grape, and one grape is not going to kill me. Or is it? I mean, I know it's not. I'm going to take my time, so okay. Have fun. That was fun. Okay. The contrast does seem like eating an eyeball. I'm like, okay. We're going to close this right back on up. And, yeah. Save some for later. So, Keek's Treats is a wonderful, small, home-based candy maker that I met when I was at the Culture Lounge in Greensboro, North Carolina, for their open mic that's on Wednesday nights. Now, if you were looking for some really freaking great talent, a great vibe, the hosts are funny, they're attractive, they're engaging, they have great outside space and inside spaces. Culture Lounge is at 1707 Spring Garden in Greensboro, North Carolina. I mean, includes that. It's the B-side. Greensboro is the group that puts the that hosts the open mic and whatnot. And I started going there in December of last year. Scrolling on TikTok, I saw one of the people that I follow talking about this open mic. I was like, okay, I'm gonna check it out. That's amazing. They're just like, they're so welcoming, and they're so encouraging. Like, they're uplifting. Like, when you go there, like, I never feel like I'm doing good enough or what have you. And then other times, yeah, I'm never satisfied, but I just go to be present. And on the days when I just choose to be there and appreciate all of the talent that's there, I have a good time. It is worth me leaving the house for that. And I was there this week on Wednesday, and I was just feeling really kind of sad and a little stuck. And one of the young women that attends there who's seen me perform before, she was like, who we gotta fight? And I was like, what are you talking about? She said, we do not play about you, Coley. We do not play about you. Like, we will fight. I was like, ooh, baby, come on now. We choosing peace. Peace. We are choosing peace. We are pissing folks off with our happiness and our joy and disregarding their judgment as we love ourselves unconditionally, because we don't need to fight. You don't need to fight for me, fight for yourself. But that honored me because she meant that shit. She really did. She was like, yeah, we don't play about you, Coley. I was like, alright. And then I'm show up and share some wisdom. I talk trash. I talk a lot of shit. I cuss. I talk shit. I was like, damn, sometimes I feel like I'm too dirty for church and too clean for the club. Like, what is going on? And then I was at a drumming ceremony at the Earth Star Spiritual Center one time, and I heard words in the drum beat. And I was like, oh my God. And it felt so good. And the words were, I love you. I love you. Was in the beat of the drum, and I heard I love you just over and over and over again, over and over and over again, and it felt so good. I was like, okay, that means to me that I'm eventually going to be able to start rapping over a beat. And I was talking over a beat on Wednesday night, and I was talking to the people about missing my sister Mia, and I got everyone to say Mama Mia at the same time. Oh, that hit me, and the way that it hit me, my eyes just started to water. I was like, oh shit, I wish that she was here. I really wish that she was here to see that. Like, for whatever shit she may have talked about me behind my back or to my face, I know that she was proud of me for standing up there in that place, scared as fuck. But I decided I wanted to honor her in that moment and not take all of the attention from myself. And like, that was her, like, the sadness that I felt was her, like, good job, Coley. And I was like, why did you have him? She was like, why did you have him say your name? Because I had enough people saying my name at that point. And I was just like, yeah. I'm driving the car today on the way to the store because I wanted to get some tea lights and whatnot. And like, I'm in the car and I just wanted, like, you get to be the version of yourself that I could never choose to because I was so afraid. And I was like, okay. It's coming through. So I mean, it was just like, I'm inspired. Like, okay. Yeah, I'm tired of being sick and tired. And I'm not sick, thankfully. Like, my stomach hurts from all this screaming and crying. And, like, yes. And it's just like, I felt smaller after the ceremony was over. I'm bringing myself, like, back into my body or what have you. And I was just like, damn. I love myself. Yeah, I love me. I love myself. I was just like, oh my God. So it's like, yes, things are tightening up. This body's gonna be what it's gonna be, and I love my body. Yes, I do. The image that I have is a perfect image, and every day my body is working to manifest that image in my life. I am making better choices. I am moving my fucking ass. I'm drinking my water. You can too. Whatever the fuck it is you want to do, you can do it. If you think you can't, then you never will. If you think you can, then you keep going. When you are ready, the right teacher is going to come along, and they're going to resonate with you without a doubt, and you will know that they have what it takes to to help you get through the bullshit that you've chosen your way into, but you have to choose yourself and know that you're worthy of the help, and then use it. Don't be so smart that you're stupid. That's one of the things that I'm like, okay, don't be so smart that you're stupid. I have so much information in my head, I never know what to do with it, but I do know what to do with it when I need it. And now it's just like somebody else needs it. And at this point, my desire is to connect the work that I do with people that I have never met before, i.e. my grandsons, children, and grandchildren, because if my inspiration, I want to be, I'm going to take care of myself till I'm healthy enough to live to be 150. I'll be the 80-year-old twerking at the family reunion, and at this rate, I'll probably be the only one that's that old. Type 2 diabetes, hypertension, hustle culture. Get up and go get it, go get it, go get it. You will hustle your fucking ass off and kill yourself for somebody else who doesn't give a fuck about you, but you're too scared to put 10 toes down and stand on the ground that you are on and say, you know what, not today, I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to do something that I want to do. Living within your purpose. What is that? Take it to the Lord in prayer. Pray about it. Fasting, prayer, meditation gives you insights and connection. You know why? Because all of the stuff that's in the food that we eat, food is a medicine. It's either healing you or killing you. What is your food doing? Feel like shit? Fast from it. I met this woman in the grocery store who was cold turkey going off of meat. I was like, I like meat too much for that. Like, I mean, I still eat meat. I mean, I prefer it raw and pulsing, if you know what I'm saying. But I'm saying, I'm not there yet. At some point, I'm going to make some fish cakes. I've got some tuna and salmon. And I even think I grabbed a little can of, saw some crab meat at the store at the food pantry, and Karen, thank you Karen, was kind enough to allow me to get it, because I chastened her over a throwaway apology, because and that is one thing that like people in customer service tend to do, and I understand that. And it's like I was going there and I was like, okay, I don't want any of the frozen meat, I'm leaning away from that, so I get the plant-based meat products. And she goes, oh, I'm sorry. No, you're not, it's okay. There was no offense. There's nothing to be apologizing for. And I looked her right dead in the eye and I was like, you're not sorry. Now, if someone thought that I was being rude, they would feel judged by me saying that. You're not sorry when you give me an apology. Yeah, if you keep using throwaway apologies, when is it that your actual desire for forgiveness is going to be evident because you're so busy throwing those words away? But that's an indicator of the self-talk. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you're not. You're not sorry. You're great. You're a human being with hopes, dreams, and aspirations, and you are being helpful. You are being the hands and feet of the Most High, and for you I'm grateful. So if you're looking to support a food pantry or soup kitchen or what have you, I invite you to. I'm going to include information in the thing right now. Hang on, my phone's ringing. Thank you for patience. Yeah, for you it's just it's just a momentary blip, but I paused it so that I could have that conversation in case that person had something to say that they didn't necessarily want shared with my viewership. So that is one of my clients that is a comedian, that it has inspired me to just appreciate my comedic chops per se, but they have anxiety about going on stage, although they've been doing it for years, and they call me for a word of prayer. So, yeah, rule number 6, can't take yourself too serious. Be ready for the miracles of life. Know that when things don't go as you think they ought to, that's divine timing at play, so praise in advance. Gratitude is the attitude. You must make the call to be grateful for all. If you do not learn that you are here for a purpose, you will learn through pain. We are all the same. We have the same parts, just different sizes and geographies. My balls are called ovaries. I do have a lady penis. It's called a clitoris. I'm over these petty comparisons. Compare with me, son or daughter. You gotta learn to love yourself. You can choose to shake the blues, or you can wallow in that shit. Either way, the time will pass, and you're gonna get what you get. The results are going to be based on what? Your consistent, committed, imperfect action. Perfectionism has topped so many folks. Who'd be alive today if Noah was a perfectionist and decided he wasn't going to build the ark until he had the top of the line nails and the best of everything? I wonder. That's an encouragement to you. You are never to anything. Less is more. Things start with humble beginnings. Yes, you're not going to be happy all the time. Yes, there's going to be shit that bothers you. Yes, it's not going to come as quickly as you may want it to, but in divine timing, when you know without a shadow of a doubt, it's yours. Gotta keep moving forward. I'm gonna get there. Children are very inspirational in that regard. Their tenacity is amazing. Man, we have the wisdom to create and share what each person needs to grow to the best version of themselves. And now you know that part. So thanks for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you. My name is Nicole. My friends call me Coley. I'm them, they, or Sib. I do appreciate being called a mom because I am the mom and shaman. And I love you. I love myself. And I want you to do the best you can no matter what it is you're doing. If you dig ditches, be the best ditch digger. Be the best ditch digger you ever could be. If you dance on a pole, shake it, honey. Shake what your mama gave you. And that's okay. You're still worthy of love, appreciation, honor, and respect. Not everyone's going to see things the same way that you are, but you can do what you set your mind to. If you got a vision in your heart and your mind, get out of your head. Get out in front of it. Get out ahead of it. Take a little step forward. You can do it. Anyone can succeed if one person believes they can. And let me tell you, I believe in you. So if you don't have any belief or you feel like you don't have none, you can borrow a bit of mine. I can see you happy and dancing, having fun and celebrating the fact that you did it. You went after your dreams. You desired to learn what you need to learn to live within your purpose. You've addressed your upper limit problems as described in the book The Big Leap. You know, whenever you kind of get to the, and I feel like that's part of what I'm having now. So I'm so grateful for this training. When you get to a certain point, you're like at the edge of where you can be. There's that resistance. You start to create like drama and arguments and whatnot, because on the other side of that is the unknown, and your ego wants to protect you from the unknown, because the unknown is scary. Everything that you want, aspire to be or achieve is on the other side of your fear. So if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, there's a link in the description. Thank you for your support. Thank you for those who have donated to me. Your donations go a long way in assisting me with teaching people that can't afford my services, so that they can have the mindset shifts that they need to bring themselves out of the mud, to rise above their circumstances and look within themselves. And you can too. I appreciate you. And I'll be doing another video about the coloring pages to show you some stuff as far as that's concerned. So yeah, feel free to comment down below any big takeaways. If you want to participate in individual community service challenge, you can comment #DriveThroughJesus, and I will pick one of the random simple things that you can do to encourage the people around you. I'll also encourage you as well. Thank you so much for playing. The name of the game is appreciation and gratitude over judgment and ungratefulness. It is love that can help rid the world of hate. Appreciate your greatness, see it within other people, and encourage them as best you can. And if you can't do that because you're in a dark place, then let me talk to you. Give me an opportunity to guide you through a little bit. I can give you some small steps that you can take to help you shake it off, and you can work through it. It takes time. You're going to have to be willing to do the work. And if you're not, then that's fine. When you're ready, I will be here. Or not. Praise be. You never know where I'm going to be. I love you so much. You are beautiful. You're sexy. You're amazing. And if no one has told you that your butt looks nice today, your butt looks nice. Love you so much. Hope that you have a beautiful day or night whenever you're watching this. Thank you.